In this video, I'm going to be going over if forex signals or even just general trading signals can actually be profitable and if you can actually make money taking signals. My name is Radies. On this channel, I make a lot of content about forex, real estate, mindset, a bunch of stuff. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Now, let's get straight into it. First off, let me just quickly explain what are signals, just in case you are kind of unsure or unaware. So, signals is pretty much where there is either like a group chat or some form of communication where someone is telling you when to buy or sell a certain stock or a currency pair. So for me, I obviously promote forex signals. We'll get a bit into that a bit more later, but with forex signals, there's pretty much an app or a website called Discord, and on this website or app, what we do is pretty much we tell people, hey, buy this currency pair now, and we tell people when to close the trade. We tell people when to book their profits, when to get out of the trade, all that type of stuff. So that's pretty much what a signal service is. Obviously, there's a ton of different signal services out there. There's some signal services that they'll tell you when to enter, but they won't tell you when to close. Some that will tell you when to enter, when to close, and it's just very well done. But again, there's a bunch of other products and services out there when it comes to signals. Again, I'm going to be speaking on my experience with that as well. So the first thing I want to say is, risk management is very key. Okay, and a lot of people get into, trading and they pretty much think, oh, I'm just going to start trading and just copy and paste these signals and it's going to be great. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not how it works. If it was that easy, trust me, everyone would be doing it and everyone would be a millionaire. But again, it's not how it works. So risk management is pretty much something that everyone kind of needs to learn at one point, whether they're taking signals or they're actually trading themselves. If you talk to real traders, they'll tell you how risk management is probably one of the most important things there is to trading, right? I would argue that, it's risk management and psychology, and those two things, if you have them, you will be successful and you will be making money from trading. And again, another thing to note is with risk management, you really need to understand that, hey, you can take all these signals, and you can take every single signal properly, but if you don't have proper risk management, there's a chance that you won't be profitable. Right? And I'm not going to get too into specifics here because again, this is just a video to tell you about if forex trading can be profitable if you take signals, not a video on risk management, right? If you want to see a video on that, I actually made a video with my good friend Nolan where we talk about how we both collectively lost $1.7 thousand just from one trade. From one signal, we lost that amount of money. Again, huge learning lesson, and that video covers risk management more in detail. So another thing I want to say is, risk management is great. Obviously you want to be, you really want to have a proper risk management and you want to have a good trading plan. And you might be wondering, hey, well, Radies, how passive is taking signals, right? Because I want signals to be something where I just enter the trade, boom, boom, boom. So one thing to note is eventually, once you learn all this stuff, you will be at a point where you can barely look at your phone. Usually when I'm taking signals, I barely check my trades unless it's something that I'm doing on my own. But if I'm just taking signals, unless I get a notification for a signal, I'm not really touching my app. I'm not really doing anything. It does take a while for you to learn risk management because you need to go through it. You need to make some mistakes, right? One thing I always say is, if anyone joins, the signal group that I always talk about, I tell them, hey, don't expect to become rich quick. You're going to lose some money. And it's good that you lose money because you learn lessons from losing money, right? Again, another thing I want to talk about is the whole concept of being emotional, right? I feel like a lot of people, they lose some money and they're super emotional. They're like, oh my God, trading is not for me. I don't want to do this. And they just suddenly decide to shut things off because they lost a little bit of money, right? So it doesn't work like that, right? You really need to understand when you're taking signals that, hey, yes, you will lose money, but you need to understand that it depends on a few factors. One, who is giving you signals, and two, why are you losing money, right? You need to understand that because it doesn't make sense if everyone in the signals, they're all making money, but you're not making money. Again, that might be because you're too emotional. What I find a lot of people do is, there are some trades where, you'll be down a couple bucks, even $100, and then you'll get scared and be like, okay, I don't want to lose any more money. I'm going to cut my losses, and you're just going to close the trade there. But, a few hours later, the trade comes back up, and then you're actually in the profits, but you don't get to reap the reward because you already pulled out because you got scared. Right, so another thing to do, and again, this is very hard to do, but is mastering your emotions. You need to understand, hey, I need to understand that, hey, the people giving me signals, they know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing, right? One thing that I tried to do is go against what the people in the signals are saying. I'll be like, oh, actually, I don't think this is going to happen. And I don't even trade. I don't even make my own analysis. I don't even know anything about trading. Quite frankly, I don't know, I know like the bare minimum, I'd say. And it's very weird because I was in an emotional state, and this happens a lot of time to so many people who take signals. They just get emotional, and then boom, they decide, oh, like this isn't for me. But it's not true. It's just your emotions tricking you, right? Another thing I want to say is, if you are interested in forex signals, the forex signal providers that I personally work with and that I always talk about is FCI. And again, these guys have only had one losing week, and they've been operating for, I believe, like over 2 years now. And again, like one losing week, and they've been operating for that long. That's pretty impressive. And they are pretty affordable as well. It's only $100 a month. And if you want to get involved, just send me a DM on Instagram. I'll link it down below. My Instagram is just Radies Rajakulam. So my first name, again, it'll be linked down below. Send me a DM on Instagram. And again, I will help you get involved in that. And you can start making some money with FCI. But again, that's pretty much it for this video. I just kind of want to make this video talking about, hey, is taking signals actually profitable? Because there are people that take signals and they aren't profitable. There are people who take signals and they are profitable. And again, there is not too much of a distinction on why someone is profitable or not. It pretty much just comes down to being emotional and having proper risk management. Other than that, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification down below. And until next time, remember, stay seeking success.